Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection. I'm your host Mike. Today guys, we're going to look into some Italian cinema, some Italian epics by some of the most famous Italian directors, dramas kind of stuff. This isn't spaghetti westerns or Euro stuff. These are, the big dogs, and I was going to put a couple more movies in here, but I haven't had a chance to watch them. One of them being a movie that's like close to 4 hours long or longer. I think it's closer to 5 hours. So it's like I've been trying to make time for that. But anyways, let's get right into it. This is a movie. Recently, Roger Kirby covered this for his 1972 series. And this is a movie that I saw way back when I was a teen. I think I rented it actually at a store that had it, the regular MGM UA Laserdisc of it, and watched it and everything. And then eventually I got a Criterion edition of it on Laserdisc. And then I didn't have anything for a while, and I thought, well, it's time to kind of upgrade this movie because I like it. I mean, it's kind of a divided movie. You probably either like it or you hate it, but I always thought it was pretty cool. I liked the performances in it and stuff. So I'm talking about Bernardo Bertolucci's Last Tango in Paris, starring Marlon Brando and what's her name, Maria Schneider. This is the producer of this was Alberto Grimaldi, which he was a pretty big Italian producer then. He did he worked with Sergio Leone. He did some of the best spaghetti westerns and stuff. He really worked with those. He did like the Zapata trilogy and stuff like that and everything. And then cinematography by who is it? I think it's Vittorio Storaro. I believe I messed his name up pretty good there, but he worked with Bellucci a lot. Bertolucci, sorry. But anyways, Last Tango in Paris. Marlon Brando plays this, I don't know if he's an expatriate and he's moved to Paris and he was married. He had a French wife. She committed suicide, and it kind of opens with him just screaming, just yelling to himself. His thoughts have overwhelmed him, and he's kind of just dealing with that, trying to make sense of it. And what he does is he's kind of halfway moving out of an apartment that he shared with his wife. And he kind of meets this girl played by Maria Schneider, and they kind of literally bump into each other. And they just start having this passionate affair, this passionate sex basically. And it's very, and that's what it's kind of famous for. Some of those scenes and stuff were pretty racy at the time. I think this was banned in a lot of countries, a lot of cities like Rome or something. It was banned, and it may have had an X rating. I think it was X rated, and everything. And it just kind of shows people dealing with things. And he was wanting to be anonymous, he doesn't want to tell her anything about him, and he doesn't want to know anything about her. And I've always thought of it as a picture of loneliness. It's kind of in the moment. It kind of shows a man that's not dealing anything. He's not looking into the future. He's just dealing with right now, and he's just giving into all his carnal desires, and just he's just and everything. So I mean, that's my opinion on it. I mean, somebody could sit here and talk about it for 2 hours and break it down and stuff, but I still enjoy it. I like the camera work. I like the music. I think Ennio Morricone did the score, I believe. I don't know why it doesn't say that on here. I'm pretty sure he did, but I could be wrong. I might be wrong, so let me know. But there you go. Last Tango in Paris from 1972. Next up, we got another one from Bernardo Bertolucci. This was actually my first time ever seeing this. I saw this on HBO in probably 1990 or 89. It came out in 1987. This is the Criterion Collection Blu-ray edition of The Last Emperor, which, if you watch that, I mean, it's not as controversial. I don't believe. I mean, there's some scenes in it and stuff, but as far as Bertolucci, I mean, he's been known to be kind of a wacky guy. He does a lot of weird shit sometimes, but to me, it takes place in China. It's showing basically the last emperor of China before the revolution, talking pre-1900s and during that period to I think to the 1920s or 30s, 40s maybe. Yeah, it kind of covers like a 40-year period, I believe. So this little boy is picked to be the emperor somehow. I know I'm not explaining this good, but it's a really good story, and even though it's a long movie, I love watching this movie for some reason. I really like it a lot. I really enjoy it. It's a beautiful movie. Again, you got Vittorio Storaro doing the cinematography again. It's 165 minutes, so it's about 3 hours or so. But yeah, I like it. It's a really good, and this is a good collection. It's got a lot of supplements on here. Some home movie, like behind the scenes, like on set stuff, and some of it can be kind of tedious. The home movies and stuff. It's just basically him shooting locations and scouting stuff and everything, but overall it's got a lot of stuff on there. It's really good. I found a really good deal on this. I think it's out of print. It's kind of interesting. This is number 422 on the Criterion Blu-ray. It's got this slipcover design, really cool. But yeah, The Last Emperor from 1987. Do some research on it and really get a full picture, because I'm not very good with translating things sometimes. Next up, we got a movie by the man, the myth, the legend, Federico Fellini. That's right, guys. I only have actually in my collection 2 movies by Fellini, but I've seen dozens of his movies. I just, that big Criterion box set is calling my name to just get them all and stuff. I really like the early period of Fellini, like the 1950s with Knights of Cabiria and La Strada and stuff like that. I really like those and everything. So eventually I'll probably get that box set and everything. But in the meantime, this is a newer release. It was kind of odd. I bought it and didn't realize, but this came out this year, 2022, from Paramount. And it's a really good print. It looks beautiful, really nice. The only extra on here is it has a special introduction by Martin Scorsese before the movie. La Dolce Vita, which is, I have to be honest, it was the first time I've seen this. I don't know how I skipped this all these years. This is like one of his most famous movies, and I don't know how I skipped it, but I got this edition from Paramount, and it's really nice. So it's probably from the same restoration that Criterion used, I believe, because it does look really nice. Yeah, it's got great sound, great picture. I mean, Marcello Mastroianni, gosh, I always mess everything up. Marcello Mastroianni, Macaroni. Marcello, let's say Marcello. Okay, Marcello, acting great. I mean, he was one of the top, like he was like back then. He was like a cover guy. He was like the international sex symbol. I mean, women loved him. Everybody wanted to be with him. He had high-profile affairs with all kinds of leading actresses, and he was, he lived to a ripe old age and did a lot of stuff. But he's, known as one of Italy's best all-time actors and stuff, and he does a really good performance in this. He worked really well with Fellini. It's also got Anita Ekberg, some other people. And then, the other big star of this is Nino Roto's score. Nino Roto. Sorry. Anyways, love his scores and stuff. He worked well with Fellini also. So there you go. So La Dolce Vita. If you run across this and it's something you're looking for, and maybe you don't want to get the Criterion edition because there is multiple copies of it, and they can be expensive, or you don't got the set yet, I would highly recommend this. Even if you want to try to get into Fellini, I think it's a good entryway. I mean, it kind of shows his art, his kind of quirky sensibility that he had and stuff. So yeah, check it out. Really turned out good. I mean, I was really surprised for some reason. I don't know why. I guess I shouldn't be, but. And finally, guys, this is a movie I've had for a long time. This is a Criterion Blu-ray edition of the Leopard. This is a movie directed by Luciano Visconti. And I like his work. He's done some really good movies. He did Rocco and His Brothers, didn't he? I always get him mixed up with De Sica sometimes. But anyways, the Leopard, done for 20th Century Fox in 1963. And on here, this is loaded with stuff, by the way. And it's got two different prints of the movie. The first is the U.S. version, where it's all in English language. And then you got the original Italian version with dubbing on there. And one of the things is, it's got a good cast, and the star of it is, I'm forgetting his name. How am I forgetting his name? I'm not awake this morning, I guess. Burt Lancaster, geez Louise. Yeah, Burt Lancaster's in this, and it's really good. I mean, he's also in a movie called 1900 that Bertolucci did later on in the 70s. But this is really good. It's got some good stuff in there. I mean, we got some other great cast members in this. We got Alan DeLon, Claudia Cardindale, good cast. I mean, those are ones that really stick out to me. But yeah, it's got the 161-minute American release, and then it's got the 185-minute Italian release of it and everything, which are different languages and stuff. But I usually go for the English one just because it's a longer movie. I mean, it's at 185 minutes. I'm not sure if I've watched the Italian edition of this yet. I have it, so I can watch it anytime. But I think I always go for that English language so that Burt Lancaster is not dubbed, and stuff. But I think it all works out well. It's a beautiful movie. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Great movie. I'm trying to think of who a lot of times I like to mention the cinematographer just because, a good cinematographer and a good director together really make some good stuff. So there you go, guys. The Leopard. If you've never heard of it, give it a try. I think it's available on different releases and stuff, but this Criterion Blu-ray is really nice. I like it. And yeah, I've had this for a while. I think this came out in 2010, so I think I got it in like 2012 or 2013. So I've still had it a while. So I look to see this go out in 4K or something. I could see that in 4K. There you go, the Leopard. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little brief introduction of some movies by Italian directors that are really famous. We brushed upon Visconti, Fellini, and Bertolucci. I mean, those are some heavyweights in the Italian canon of directors. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry I tore up the names. This is all off the cuff. You know how I ride, man, how I roll. This is just all off the top. And but yeah, check those out. I'm really serious. These are good movies. I still have 8.5 that I want to rewatch that I've seen. I have a Laserdisc and a blue DVD. I have an older Criterion edition of 8.5, which is a Fellini movie. But I was wanting to rewatch it to get more of a sense of it, which is it's an even more grander movie and stuff than La Dolce Vita, I believe. But yeah, I hope you like this, guys. Comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm a babbling idiot or something. Just let me know what you think about this stuff. I really like the comments. I like interacting with you guys. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, you've come across this somehow, and you enjoy it, subscribe. I would really appreciate it, because I have a vast array of movies that there's got to be something in there that you would like and stuff. So but that's about it, guys. I'm gonna drink some coffee and try to wake up, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.